Morning everybody. Beautiful day. Decided to go for a long walk. I'm going to somewhere called Cheriton. Never been there before. Picked it out on the map because I know it's a very beautiful area in that direction. So we're going to head out in that direction. I genuinely don't know how far away it is, and I will gauge how I'm doing based on how I'm feeling. Flipping hot day today. Looking at highs of 23 degrees C, which is very hot for me, and I think the hottest day of the year. So come on with me, we'll see what we can find. It'll be interesting to see how I get on today, because last Sunday I went out for a walk and I thought to myself, yeah, let's go for a walk, it looks like a nice day. I don't think I'll go far. I hadn't walked a long way for ages because the weather's been rubbish, raining all the time. And I got like, I don't know, 7 miles in, and I started seeing interesting signs. So I just followed them. Before you know it, I'd done 24 miles. And by the time I got home, I was in a great deal of pain. My feet were killing me. I had blisters on my blisters, as they say. And yeah, I was hurting. I hadn't prepared for it at all. And I'd made the mistake of swapping my insoles in my shoes for much thicker ones, which I thought would be comfier. But what it meant was that my toes were all pushed up against my shoes. And I actually had bruised toes. You could see the bruises through my toenails. And my toes were blistered. It was killer walking those last few miles. So that was 6 days ago. It's now the following Saturday. And obviously all those things are still there. So I'm not the most intelligent person on earth doing this, most probably. But sod it, who cares? They actually feel all right. I can feel the soreness of the bruises. Blisters feel okay. I just swapped my insoles back round. So let's see how it goes. Beautiful morning. Look at that. Amazing clouds. It is, what time is it? So it's just gone 20 minutes past 7, and I believe it's the 11th of May. So far this is gorgeous. If it stayed this temperature, I want to say it's like 13 degrees right now. This would be perfect, but there's going to be 10 more, and that's going to be much harder. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. I'm already being dawdly by going much further route than I need to. But if you've seen any of my stuff by now, you'll know that's what I always do. Why go a mile when you can go 5, right? This is our friend, the River Richin, which we see all the time on our wanders. Feels like it follows me rather than the other way around. Very, very old river. In prehistoric times, the Cheriton flowed in 2 main channels in the centre of the valley near the cathedral. 70 AD, this artificial channel was created. Amazing. The Romans made this river. Good old Winchester, even older than me. Sure is beautiful here. How's that for a garden, huh? It's pretty nice. Do love having the world to myself. I can't imagine that will last on a beautiful day like this though. I'll take it while it lasts. I love these leaves. I believe they're Chilean rhubarb. The size of them. Look at those. They're amazing. It's hard to give them perspective, but one of those leaves is basically the size of my body. And that is crazy. That's probably my favourite Winchester plant, the Chilean rhubarb, because every year it dies away to nothing. It's a sad old sight. It sort of withers and all the leaves screw up and it goes all mildewy looking and rubbish. And then, boom, it looks like Jurassic Park. It's done that every year in memory since I've been here. Super cool. Got the old mill, 1885, now a place to live for lucky people. Yeah, lovely spot this. And down that way is Wolvesey Castle, hence those old looking walls. But we are going this way, in the direction of Cheriton. Wherever and whatever the heck Cheriton is, we shall try to find out. First running humans of the day, handily overtaking me, and off into the sunset they go. Every time I think to myself, is it sensible to walk 20 plus in 20 degrees plus? I look at those crazy people and I think, well, if it's not, they could be my canary in the coal mine. If I find them on the ground twitching, I should probably turn back. In all seriousness, all power to the nutters. They're far more impressive in the arena of fitness than I will ever be. Lovely view here. You can make out St. Catherine's Hill over there. Zoom in enough, that's St. Catherine's over there. And we are heading into Highcliffe. Welcome to Highcliffe. Please carefully. I shall be sure to do so immediately. We ignore and laugh in the face of cul-de-sacs. A cul-de-sac, for those of you who may not be familiar, it means dead end. I assume it is French, and like other oddness in the English language, we hold on to it for some reason. I don't know why. But we do seem to like to hold on to certain Frenchisms, like cul-de-sac, je ne sais quoi. Some may say au revoir. Most of us don't know any French, but we use it anyway. Do tell me if you know why. But yes, I am on holding a bottle, cul-de-sac, dead end, which is not a dead end. It is simply a dead end for those of the drivery, wheels under them persuasion. For us, we have a nice little walkway, bends us round and we go over a bridge, over a big old main road. Yeah, it's really nice here. Lovely spot. Spotted my first Union Jack of the day, flying rather low because it's such a pleasant day. And here we are at the end of that housey bitty. We have our first footpath of the day. Takes us into the woods. I'll tell you what, I'm going to be very grateful for these today, because it does not feel cooler in here than out there. I'm going to catch the sun something wicked today. So being under these lovely trees is going to be marvellous. Here we are, so we are on the South Downs Way, and this is the way we're going. This way. Alrighty. Here is where you cross my old friend the M3. Beautiful views, if somewhat noisy. If you were to be on that bridge over there, that one you would be walking on, I believe, Alsford Road, and that's also a really nice walk. I feel bad for anyone going on the M25 today. You can go either way here, really. Depends mainly on if you're walking or if you're cycling. Now you can also walk that way, but you'll have to walk on a road. This way, so you can see the difference there. And sorry guys.
Okay. Hi there, thanks.
Have a great day.
You too.
Oh, there you go. After telling you that the other way is for cyclists and this way is for people who are walking, those blackguards just completely disregarded all rules. But to be fair to them, this is the reason. Because the view on this field is absolutely amazing. And I don't blame them for wishing to go this way instead. And it's well trodden as well. They're doing no one any harm. I'm just being silly. But if you look over there, where that building is, the road alongside is where they would have gone if they went the cycling way. So basically the cycling route takes you down that hedgerow, and you ultimately end up in the exact same spot in a few minutes, or at least you do if you're riding a bike. This is going to take me, I don't remember, 20 minutes maybe? It's a flipping long field, this. But it's beautiful here. Over there in the distance, you can once again make out St. Catherine's Hill. All the way over there, I've been up there many, many a time. Also, where that hill kind of crests over there, some lovely walks up there as well. When you're at St. Catherine's, you could cross over the M3, as usual, like all good walks from Winchester it seems. And you end up on the opposite side, and then you can walk all the way along there. You can go through all these big rolling fields, and depending on your direction you can end up in places like Twyford, for example. So thoroughly recommend walking over there. That's an amazing place to walk. You meet lots of funky animals as well. There's always sheep and cows over there. Right, onwards to this incredibly long field. An interesting little thing over there, if you zoom in, is Cheriton firing range. It's a bit blurry at this zoom, but you see the targets at the end there? You even make out the numbers 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 there at the end. And on certain days you hear people shooting away there. When you're walking in this direction in Winchester around Cheriton and the firing range, there's all sorts of sort of military practice and obviously shooting at guns here, which is not majorly normal in England, unlike some parts of the world where lots of people have guns. And so there's like a serious overabundance of caution. And when you're near this area of the firing range, There are big signs everywhere telling you to be careful, etc. And if you go this way, all bets are off. If you touch ordnance, it could explode and kill you. All those kind of signs you see down here. And they fly red flags on poles when they're doing live drills. And they tell you, don't come this way when the flags are flying. Luckily for me, because I never check, that's never happened. I've never come down here with the flags flying. So I'm able to walk where I want. But be mindful of that if you come this way. When I find a sign, I shall film it. So here is the intersection where the cycling meets the walking. On the very other end. Beware that depending on the time of year, this section here could turn into mud madness, and I have had to jump over that fence before rather than follow this down, because this is like a lake of mud nonsense. So be prepared to climb a fence unless you want to get a bit boggy. Here we are. Definitely not walking to Eastbourne. That might take me a few weeks. Let's have a look at this view, even though we're not going this way. Blimey, these are steep steps. Wow, look at the size of these steps. Wow. There you go. It's the other side a little closer up. It's nice because you can walk all over the place down here. Seems every intersection there are new decisions to be made, which is really cool. And there's the biking road. So as you can see, even though I am on the road here, it may as well be a path. Because it's very much a road less travelled. And we're essentially about to come into Cheriton. And the only vehicle on the road is the one that chooses to appear when I say how quiet this road is. Once again, completely invalidating my made-up narrative for video. I promise it is usually completely quiet. This here is Cheriton. Very sleepy little place. Beautiful place. So here we are in central Cheriton. There's the little notice board telling you about the church. And here are our signs to tell us we're still on the South Downs Way. Let's go visit St. Andrew's. First horses of the day. One hiding just over there. One there. And second Union Jack. We found it. St. Andrew's Church. There you go. And funnily enough, this appears to be where that one singular van was going. It's the only place to go to, and here he is. Makes sense. So that there is St Andrew's Church. Lovely old place. Let's go have a nosy. Lovely old churchyard. There we are. St Andrews. Beautiful place. Now you can go this way, but I'm going to go back on myself for 10 minutes. This was not my intended route. I'm going this way. First sheep of the day. Or relaxing. Not a bad idea, all in. First sheep of my day. We'll have a nice chill. Okay. After my turnaround to go and see St Andrews, I'm now going in my intended direction. Yeah, the sheep in the background. Everything's in full bloom here, look at this. I came up here a little while ago. It just looks dramatically different. Now the sun's out, everything's blooming and growing and getting huge. It certainly makes things look different. I love it. There are a few different ways you can go here. You can go up there. Or you can go this way, which is the way I'm going today. Although, having said that, I'm pretty sure if you do follow that way, that you end up wrapping around and essentially connecting with where I'm going anyway. It's one of those situations where all the fields have connecting paths. So it's just what view you want to look at, really. I rather like this way. It's flipping steep though, you get quite tired by the time you get to up there. Whew. Feeling it a bit here. It's reasonably steep. You can't really tell. I was trying. Yeah, that's level. So it's quite steep, and that's also level. It's where I was. It's just approaching 15 degrees C now, and to know I have another 8 or 9 to add to that. Yeah, it's going to be a day. I'm definitely going to get a bit of a tan, I think, today. Another signpost there. And you can go down there if you wish. But never been that way. And again, for reference, I'm on this hill. Oh, we're following the road for now. I suspect it will all connect together. I'm essentially trying to get to a point where I've been before. And I took a left instead of carrying on. And the left is where I am. So I'm intersecting that bit, and instead of turning right, I'll turn left. And that way I'll be back on the same road I've done in the past, but going in a new direction. And here we are. This is where I got to last time, some time ago. And I saw these signs and I decided that I would take a left instead of continuing on. So I could have gone that way, but I went that way and started working my way back home. Now while we're here, I'll show you these. So this is the flagpole that they put a red flag on when they're shooting. And here are all the warning signs they give you. And there's a handy dandy QR there that you can take a picture of. It tells you the firing times. And this flipping great big range bylaws sign about what you can and cannot do. And there's the zone down there. Lovely walk through there, beautiful, really, really nice. And essentially I'm continuing the walk that I did there some weeks later by going this way along the South Downs Way instead of down there, which is where we've just been. So for now, until I inevitably connect somewhere else I've been 100 times, we are on new ground, which is always something worth celebrating. Look at this. It's just hit 35 minutes past 8 in the morning, and looking at that field was the first time I got the full blast of the sun's rays on me. Oh, it's gonna be a warm one today. It's gonna be warm. I do my best to stay under things like this as much as possible. Have my baseball cap in my bag, so if it gets real high and real hot, then I will stick the hat on, as I'm going to go brown today. This new route of mine is starting off strong. This is very pretty, huh? Obviously cars come along here as well, because there were a few houses at the end there where I just was. So they have to get to them somehow. But I suspect I won't be seeing too many vehicles along here somehow. Suddenly, many directions. So many directions, like 5 or 6. That's a heck of a view. Look at that. Wow, amazing. Now I'm thinking down there, although up there could be good too, but this will be kinder on the skin with the sun beating down, so that might be the sensible direction. As much as I want to go that way, I did just think to look at the map, given that I've got like 5 directions to choose from. And sadly, as beautiful as that looks, it loops you inside a section of fields looking at the satellite image. So I just end up coming back on myself and doing a big old squiggly looking circle. So even though that looks infinitely more interesting and better for not burning, it seems I have to go this way. This way it is. Well, this is fun. So obviously you've got Winchester in the distance there. You can make out the prison tower in the middle, that white bitty. And over there is Winchester Science Centre, tucked away down there. And over there, big old clump of trees. I've walked past those, walked round that. In between the Science Centre and that's a serious walk. And one of the most beautiful walks I've ever done in my life. Those fields were absolutely magnificent. So it's kind of fun to, yeah, so it would be those fields there. Fun to see them from so far away in this direction. Never been here before. The more and more you walk in familiar, similar places, the more you start stitching it all together, especially when you are on high hills and you're sort of looking over the vistas and you think, I recognise that, I've been there. It's kind of a fun thing, gradually piecing the whole of this darn area together. I will, one day I will have walked everywhere there is to walk in Hampshire. One day. This really is magic up here. How can one bird be so noisy? Hear him making all that racket. Noisy bugger. Found a moment of shade, which I'm very grateful for because there's not much of it. I got a little bit of it here. It is warm. Let me catch the sun already, look. I've only been out 2 hours. Jeez. It is a toasty one. We'll take this fleeting bit of shelter while we can. Oh, it's so nice out here. Cool, breezy, marvellous. Definitely need to hunt for more of this today, because as amazing as that is, oh, it's hot. Funnily enough, I mean, this was inevitable and not that surprising. I said earlier that I'd head in this direction until I knew where I was again, so I sort of enjoy a little bit of newness. Well, I'm already there, or at least I will be. You see there's a road just there and a car park over there. That is the ever amusingly titled Cheesefoot Head. That's right, cheese, foot and head. Comedically named place. So there's a car park over there because people like to park there and go on big walks. Now I have gone through there, and this was before the weather got nicer. So I got there walking up the B road. Reasonably hairy road, not too bad. But that's the road I just showed you there, because where I am now was a swamp and not very fun. So this is a significantly more beautiful way to come than walking along Beat Road. But I am just about to intersect with where I was previously. So now I need to make a decision about how much I want to retread previous steps or go in an entirely different direction. Let's see what happens. I'm not too bothered. The thing that blows my mind is when I was next to this bench last time, looking at these signs and this view, all this was a mud bath here, and this field was barren. There was not really any grass as such, it was all mud. And this was a really muddy track that I was squelching through. Now it's hard dust, and look how tall the grass is. That's a 1 litre bottle for scale. That's amazing. Nature is awesome. And this was just a barren wasteland of a field, and I thought, well, that's not a very interesting way to go. So I didn't go this way, I went the other way. And it turned out that actually that was a great decision, because it was one of the best walks I'd ever done. And it was truly beautiful. I found this wooded area that was almost like, you could almost describe it as private. It wasn't private as far as I could tell. I mean, it was a footpath, but my God, no one went there. You know, you could just tell it was so wild. It was amazing. And I walked through it for a really long time, and when I got to the end, there was a fence with a great big chain padlock on it, and I thought, that's one of the few times in my walks when I just thought, sod it, and climbed it anyway, because I could see from the satellite that I wasn't too far away from civilization, and there was no way I was walking back an hour in the other direction again. So I fence hopped. That's my watch pinging me. What we got? I've just done 2 hours, coming up to 5 miles. Not bad. And this here is the road that I walked on to get to this point last time. It took a flipping long time. As you can see, a reasonably dodgy road to walk on. But needs must. Yeah, I went this way last time. There's a sign telling you some stuff about it. Beautiful views. I'm curious to see if I can go this way or not. It doesn't look like it, does it? I certainly don't want you in this field, for example, but I want to go this way, which is annoying because there is a desire path there, but it looks like they've gone, get out of my field, and this seems to stop rather abruptly as well, so there's no way to walk down there, and this simply seems to take you back to the car park over there. I wonder if I can get that way. The problem I have is that to follow this route, the direction I want to go, it feels as if I have no choice but to do that main road, which I don't really want to do. I want to try and stay rural and more interesting doing this kind of stuff, but I don't know that I can. I'm obviously going straight back to the main road here, as expected. Yeah, see, as beautiful as the other route is, and it's amazing, it goes entirely the other direction to where I'm aiming at, and it would take me absolutely forever to get where I'm going if I go that way. It looks like this may have been a walkway once, but it's being reclaimed, so probably not ideal. Decisions. Annoying ones. Let's decide. That's a fun diversion. That's where I just was. And then I went through the car park over there, walked round, came out over there, crossed this road, and discovered that people have made a desire path of sorts along the main road. So we'll see how long I can get away with this. Well, I tried, but it seems that if I want to actually go where I planned, then I have to do this. I was trying not to, but time to play with the cars again. A272, I think this is. There is an amazing looking route in that direction. But it's such a very, very, very long way that by the time I can turn left, which would reorientate me in my planned direction, I am miles away. And that will not end well. So we're playing with cars. For now, anyway. Let's concentrate. I'm still on the what I believe to be the A272. It's a bit hairy on here. It's not the widest road in the world, and it's quite busy. So I am literally jumping in verges. Thank you. When cars come by, because I don't want to cause them to panic if they've not got much room. I'm having a nice quiet moment, but up until now it's been very constant, which is a bit annoying. Busy road. Still. Woo. That was a McLaren. That sounded amazing. Yeah, I mean the view is nice. Beautiful. Better get back to watching what I'm doing. So I just spotted a hare. He's so big. Look at him go. I can see him all the way from over here on the road. He's massive. That's amazing. Huge, huge. For reference, oh, look how big he is. You can still see him. That's mental. Just taking 5 for a second. Got a bit of a lay-by bitty. Still on the A272. Appears there is another footpath. If you'd like to go this way, you can. Which looks lovely. But it's the wrong way. I don't want to go that way. I'm going this way. So much more A272 to go. It's not the safest A road I've ever walked on. It's quite skinny. So if you get something go both ways, you definitely have to jump on the verge. But there is verge all the way up. I can see this being a little bit less forgiving walking back on that side. That's a bit dodgy, but along here so far has been good. I wonder what that way is. Let's have a look. Made a decision. That is the A272. We're going to come off this little road here, because this appears to eventually kind of take me in that Cheriton kind of direction, and it's far safer. Don't know how many people I'm going to see this way, but I'll take this road over that A road any day. So let's see where this goes. Coming this way was certainly the right move. While I was on the A272, it was a car every few seconds. I haven't seen one for ages. And look at these views, look at this. This is one of those roads that is technically a road, but also may as well just be a path. Amazing. I'm loving this road. One car has gone by me so far. This giant broccoli looking trees, amazing. No sound but my shuffly backpack and the birdies. My favourite kind of road. See another gigantic hare. See him. There he goes. They're so huge. Come to something of a crossroads. I just came from that way. And you got this amazing bunny field where I keep seeing many rabs. But there's some more. There's so many of them. And then you can keep going that way. Or you've got more South Downs Way footpaths. One takes you down there, or you can go this way. And on reflection, I've decided this is the way for me. It appears Cheriton is somewhere between here and here. It's over there, in that direction. I can't go that way. So we're going to follow this footpath. Bit worried it may re-intersect with that, was it A272? But I think I can curve left at some point and avoid the main. So we'll see what happens. Either way, this is a lovely walk so far. How's this one work? Bloody hell. No idea. That is a very tight fence. There we go. Cool. That didn't really want to be open, did it? South Downs Way. And we are doing this South Downs Way. I tell you, I'm getting warm now. It's 18 degrees now at 10:15 in the morning. I've been going for 3 hours and I've done 6.8 miles. See where this goes. I found a turning I couldn't really see on the map. So I was going to go this way, even though it's not really the way I want to go. But it seems I can go down here, which is a bit more in keeping with my direction. I want to go sort of that way-ish. So I'd rather go that way than all the way over here. See a farmer spraying his crops over there. Look at that. It's a bit cool. So we are going to go this way. Nice. Hello. Look at this. Green for miles. The problem with beautiful places like this, if you can call it a problem, is that every time you make a direction decision, you're acutely aware that you're missing out. I'm going to go this way, but I do wonder where that goes. Maybe another day. This is a little bit more direct in terms of aiming at Cheriton. So this is the way I'm going to go. It's really cool to watch them do that. There's something very zen and serene about them tending their crops. Love it. I, meanwhile, am coming up to a direction change again, it seems. It seems we're turning left. Let's see what views that gives us. That breeze is glorious. Definitely need some more of that, please. Wow, that's another big field over there. Jeez. It seems that we are once again leaving the rolling hills. Look at that curve, amazing, and rejoining the road up ahead. It is gorgeous here. It looks like we're just about to hit 20 degrees. And I have noticed this is a long old road, this one. Just keeps on keeping on. But how can you be sad about it? It's like a beautiful summer's day in May. Marvellous. It really is gorgeous. I have done just about to hit 8 miles, 3.5 hours, and it's 10:45 in the morning. I'm pretty happy with those stats. I'm feeling good. Alright, and I've got an easy 20+ miler in me today. Let's see how far my legs get me. Just got passed by the guy that was doing the fields. Now the road is very dusty. I am eating dust now. I eventually kept going down that road, and I found a measure of civilization. All farmers together down here. It smells good here. Hay, straw. Nice smell. Very pretty. Found some cows. Looks interesting over there. It's all kind of like marshland. There's a bridge in the middle there. It's all very marshy. There's a river running through the middle. It's pretty. Not sure how you get in there though. It's all barbed wired off. Maybe it's private. Well, now I know that where I just walked was Titchbourne. My goodness, look how red I am. Hopefully it's going to be a nice brown and not burned. Now on this big old long road, heading out of Titchbourne to who knows where. Cheriton did appear to be near Titchbourne, I think, on the map, but then I do zoom out quite far, so who knows. Could be flipping ages away. This is the only direction there is, so see where it takes me. Every time I do a video I'm looking more red. It's a little concerning. It's hot. And there is nowhere to hide. This is it. C'est la vie. More of that French that we were talking about earlier. God, that seems like a long time ago. I always love finding these, and look at the building this one is on. Amazing. Titchbourne Parish Council. Vacancy for 2 parish councillors. Poetry, literature competitions and festivals. And counselling services. There we go. That is definitely the most rural and rustic parish council sign I've come across yet. Very pretty here. Gorgeous. First people I've seen walking, except for me, this whole time. But I suspect that might be because I am now close to civilization. Well, that explains the map. There's, you got Alresford on your left there and Cheriton 1 mile to the right. This appears to be the B3046. Okay. So you can either walk the road, which seems a bit risky. It's quite skinny, this road. There go my walking chums. Or you can do one of these directions. Don't know. I think I might see if I can get to Cheriton by going here. Where does this go? Does this Does this, can I follow this? Unsure. Don't know if you can, it doesn't look like it. No. I may have to play the road game then. I mean, it's not busy, it's just very skinny. There's nothing here. It's, yeah, sod it. B3046 it is. Just try not to get ran over. This is a heck of a twisty B road. Look at these chicanery bits. That is a twisty road. Thank you. Very twisty. Thank you. People are being very nice though. They give him an enormously wide berth as though I am as wide as I am tall, which I'm very grateful for. But yeah, this is a scenic B road, this one. Just have to be careful because of all these twists, especially up here. It's a bit of a blind one. But yeah, it's fine to walk on. End of this should be Cheriton. No, my luck, I'll get there and it'll be one house, a post box, and a horse, probably. But we will have got there. Hello. It would appear I'm hitting Cheriton. I believe. I haven't seen a... Whoop! Thank you. I haven't seen a you are in Cheriton sign yet, but that sign said 20's plenty in Cheriton. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess. Oh, there we go. I see the Cheriton sign. Across the road, hidden under the bush. Wow, this is a beautiful place. It's full of thatched roofs and super old looking houses. Oh, let's stay out of the way of this road's coming. Oh, don't want to get run over just as I get here. Lots of these. You can just about make it out over there. Cheriton, please drive carefully. I will walk carefully instead. So it's a small enough place that there's not even any pathways down here. But yeah, these houses are amazing. All thatched. Look at that. Gorgeous. Sorry. Nearly got me, didn't he? Nearly ended by a cyclist. Lols. Right, where now? Because that appears to be a parish council sign. Nothing coming? Nope, I hear nothing. Let's go. It looks like a parish council sign and a footpath. Ah, there's a horse down there. Check him out. So, let's go see what we can see. There we are, yeah. So this must be for Cheriton, then it is. So you've got to talk about flooding there. Flood alerts up the top. It's obviously a very real issue here. Well, it looks like this is a footpath. So I'm going to take it. Let's get down here and see where this leads me. If for no other reason than it gets me off the road and gives me a bit of shade, because shade is very much needed. This is a bit of a pathless walk. It's quite overgrown, but I'm getting spider webs on my face. But this feels amazing. So let's see where this takes us. Can hear someone chatting to somebody. Oh, that's pretty. Someone's garden there. Ah, this is nice. Welcome to Cheriton. My fasting app has just kindly told me that I am now allowed to eat food. It's just got a 11:30. So my next port of call, once I come through here, will be seeing if I can find a local pub for tasty food. So I'm getting pretty hungry now. But so far, I'm liking it here. Oh, that's a nice little footpath, that. Just sort of took you around the back of some people's houses, really, but it's very pretty down here. It's all very leafy and lots of fields and flowers and things down here. So it's a nice little shortcut, even though it was short. Seems to be coming out on a road here. Oh, look at that. Admiral's Bridge. There's also a zebra. Because of course there's a zebra. Can't have a bridge without a zebra. It's an unwritten rule. So it seems I would have continued along there across the bridge. But you could also go this way. Decision time. Let's look at my map. Cheriton sure is beautiful. Morning. Look at these houses, and river, and it's just so pretty here. My goodness, it's just gorgeous. Always feels like you step back in time when you come to places like this. Wonderful. Definitely worth the walk. So I just went in this lovely little post office, Cheriton Post Office and Stores, and these two lovely ladies were super helpful, helped me with everything I needed, told me how to get to the local pub to get something to eat, and they both told me that they are volunteers, that neither of them get paid to run the store. They run it to keep it open and make sure it's there for everybody. Isn't that amazing? When you're in such a tiny little place, the people running the stores are volunteers to make sure it doesn't close. That's actually new to me. How wonderful is that? Got a lovely memorial here with the parish hall in the background. A beautiful little place. That was a really nice chat with those two ladies. And apparently you just follow this round, I think. Pub called the Flower Pots, I think they said. Apparently they do tasty food. Sounds glorious. Let's try find it. Oh, apparently, if I'm following their instructions correctly, you just keep on following this wall. And eventually you'll come to the Flower Pots Brewery. Which, approaching 12 o'clock and the end of my fast, sounds like the best thing ever. Ah, it looks like I found it, judging by that sign. Flower Pots Inn. There you go. Let's see if they are open and doing tasty grub. Goodness me, I hope so. Because I've got a hunger. Let's go and see. This is my dinner, look at that. Ham, eggs, chunky chips, and a cider. Glorious. Well, that was the Flower Pots. That was amazing. And I'm lightly buzzed, I must admit. I'm cidered. I had ham, eggs and chips, tomatoes on the vine, cider. It was all very pleasant. I put a hat on now because I'm burning. We are now at 20 and I'm definitely bloody hot. Another bottle of drink and I got another litre in my bag from the nice ladies at the shop. Let's see how we do on the way home. So, I now am hat mode because it has reached 23 degrees out here, which is flipping hot, 23 degrees C. And I'm normally this colour, but now I'm this colour. Before or after. I'm definitely going to catch a tan today. Jeez. Currently here. Going home in a different style because I always try and go a different way. Something that I forgot to mention was how amazing their menu was in this pub. It was quite hard to choose. I'll put it up on the screen now. I took a picture of it. How good does that menu look? Oh my God. So I ended up with the ham and eggs, but that was a hard decision. Good menu. Big old signs here. Looks like we are back on the A272. And I'm wondering if there's another way. So, trying to see if there is, because I don't really want to walk all the way up here for hours on this bloody A road. Not really. Yeah, I don't really want to walk out that road much again. So, we're going to go over there. Just have to find a time when it's safe to do that. It's very busy here, and this is something of a turn off here bit, so I can't stand too close either. The fact it's this busy tells me everything I need to know about walking along it. Definitely don't want to walk along it. Wait for all these. This is crazy busy. My goodness. I just want to get to the other side. Not easy. That was stupid. He was going to turn right and they warned him he was going the wrong way. Right, looks like I can go. Let's go. My goodness. That is a very busy road. I do not want to walk along that A272. It was busy this morning. It's way busier now. Unfortunately, going this way means significant extra distance. But, I mean, look at it for yourself. It's dead. So it wins over that madness, right? I don't really want to be having to deal with that. Especially not after cider, because the world's upside down. Just added my external battery. Here's my phone needs a top up. But I don't know how well it's going to go because when you're charging wirelessly, it tends to get very hot. And everything is like hitting 25 degrees at the minute. So I'll probably end up pausing the damn charging. So if I can't record anything, such is life. Sure is pretty here. I was going to say pretty and beautiful at the same time. It's beautiful. Tinge drunk. Very hot. Combo. Interessant. Onward, I suppose. Apparently coming through Beauworth. Lots and out. Except 20 plus. Plenty of that. I found another lovely little spot with, oh my goodness, there's an old church up there. We're going to go and have a nosy at that. I was just going to go and have a look at the parish council board, but How can I not go and look at this church? This is very much in the middle of nowhere, goodness. Wow. I bet there's some really old graves in this church. There may even be some 1700s in this one, I think. Wow, this place. Wow, look at this church. St. James's Church, Boworth. Look at that. 1:30. Commonwealth War grave. I've never seen it say Commonwealth War grave before. It usually says graves. Can we go in? Oh, kinda. It's a little stiff, but we made it. It's hard to close again too. Look at these. Goodness. In these little places you often see many of the same names. They're often family, you know, these are Kimbers. You've got Stone Ears over there, Brownings. Oh, that's lovely, look at that. My goodness. Let's have a nosy, shall we? A local will probably come and tell me off in a minute. They're probably not used to people like me being here. So these are 1850s, 1860s. Yeah. $1865. Oh, lovely old stained glass. Look at that. That's gorgeous. How lovely. And there's the back. That's gorgeous, isn't it? There's another parish council signs thingamajiggy. St. James's Boworth Festival Church 2024 seasonal services and other various things. Advertising Kilmerston Village. I wonder how far away that is from me. No idea. Probably a really long way. On we go. I tell you, that road I took off, the A road, I'm still on the same road, except for that tiny detour in Boworth to see that lovely church. This road goes on and on and on. But I needed to come this way. The A road was too dangerous, so lesser of two evils. However, the frustrating thing about this road is it's going, if I need to go right to get to Winchester, it's going forward. A very, very long way forward with no right in sight. So this is all kind of like wasted movement in a way, which is brutal now that we've hit 24 degrees C. I'm now deep into my second litre of water. I got another litre in my bag. So this is punishing. I'm glad I brought my hat. Oh, this is brutal. Definitely going to be losing some weight today. The shop I popped in earlier, I bought 3 dime bars. One of them was edible. The other 2 were mush. Didn't think that through. Chocolate and plus 20 degrees does not mix very well. Oh well, I guess I'll have them later when I get home. Oh jeez. I must admit, I've never seen that flag before. It's a Union Jack diagonally with purple and yellow. Any ideas? It's a mystery. I found a South Downs Way sign. So instead of carrying on that road, I've turned down here and I'm finally going in at least the correct direction to get me back to Winchester. This is good. Seeing lots of birds of prey up here. Kites, I believe they are. Very big birds, look at that. Huge birds. Noisy too. Very cool. Sure is lovely to get off the main road. It's beautiful down here, but sadly I have absolutely no shade whatsoever for many, many miles by the looks of things, which is making me very tired. But still have water and it is absolutely beautiful, so good for the soul at least, if not the skin. Oh boy, am I tired. The sun beating down on you like this makes you feel like you've walked way further than you really have. I feel like I've done 20 already and I'm only about 13, 14 in. But it's definitely added miles on to me. I'm guessing I look like it too. No. I've just come off the road and it's gone footpathy again. Just had a look at the map and it reckons I'm about 3.5 hours away, which is not insignificant. But there's a lot more shade down here, which I'm very grateful for. It's gorgeous down here. This is nice. That there is my first 2 hikers I've seen since I've been doing this walk. I see people in cars mainly and cycling people and sometimes people with dogs. Those are the first 2 people I've seen just walking for the love of walking. And the most impressive thing of all is how quick they are. I mean, they appeared behind me and they took me by surprise. I was like, what's that? I can hear people talking. And before I knew it, they caught me up. And I said to them, well, I'm dead impressed how fast you're moving. And the lady said, what did she say? I know there's tea and cake at the end of it, so I'm going faster. I probably sped up knowing there was a pub in front of me, to be fair. But, God, they're going twice my speed in this heat. Ooh. I assume that means they're a bit more local than me, but maybe not. Maybe they're just epic. Maybe it's just me that's suffering. Impressive either way. Although straightforward appears to be where I want to go, it seems that going left here keeps me off of the main drag a little longer. That connects you with the main road faster. So we're gonna juke left, then right, follow it round. Keep me off the main road a bit longer. Of course, also keeps me walking a bit longer. Keeps me under this shady stuff. And I'm all about that today. This is kind of fun. It's fair to say no cars have been up here for a while. You've got tracks, but these are growing in the middle. So even though a car could come this way, they definitely don't. And have not for quite a long time. Oh, just come from down there. And it seems we're going this way. Another forever looking road. Pretty here though, huh? Longwood Dean Lane. Long appears to be the case. That's a heck of a field, isn't it? Look at this. Amazing. Gorgeous view as well. And a nice quiet road to walk up. Not too bad. I don't know if the camera can pick this up, but it's so hot that there's heat haze. See that off the road? See how hot the road is? Can you see it? Wibbling and wobbling. That is how hot the road is. That's insane, isn't it? It is hot. It's quite the view, isn't it? Look at that, you can see for miles today. Amazing. Seems I'm going that way now, but I have these ways to choose from. But we're going across the road here, going up here where it says Winchester 5 miles. I don't know whether I believe that or not, but we'll have a go. Another magnificent miles and miles view. My goodness, that is wonderful. Field over there, and my next road. Well, it says 5, but that's lies, because I can't go the way the cars go, but it's that way. And the observer among you will see that I am once again on the bloomin' A272, which I really didn't want to have to go on, and I went miles out of my way to avoid this road, and I'm back here again. So I guess I must simply suck it the hell up and join the cars. So yeah, and here we go again then. Hello A272, my old friend. I've come to walk on you again, as Simon and Garfunkel would undoubtedly have said. How funny is that? That is the road I walked down earlier that had the rabbit field and all the rest of it, instead of going that way because I didn't want to keep walking down this busy road. And here I am now looking at that, walking this way because I hung about over there, decided I don't know which way to go. So I've now reconnected with my other route. So with that in mind and the fact that I have now done, I'm going to end up doing the exact same thing on the way back. Probably not much point making any more. I'll probably do a couple more clips here and there, but I'm not going to track the whole thing now because it's the same. I will film when I get back my final distance. We've done 15 miles, 15 and a half miles at the moment. So I will film a couple more clips, but I'll essentially say goodbye here because, as I say, I've done all of this now and I'm going to be going back the exact same way. If you stuck with me this long, thank you. And if you haven't, well, I'm talking to no one. Take care. See you soon. Look at this view. It's majestic. Well, about 4 or 5 hours ago, I was here, walking in the opposite direction. Look at this. It's so beautiful. It is amazing. And there's the sign for the car park where I went, had my miniature misadventure and then popped back out here. And then I went that way. Bloody hours ago. Feels good, man. It's been a good stomp, this. Loved every second of it. I'm in surprisingly good spirits. Oh, and the coffee humans are still there, look. Marvellous. So I'm going to go that way, retrace my steps, because it was such a damn beautiful view and everything. And it means I don't have to do this flipping road anymore. Win-win. I found an ant crossing. cross over in the middle here, and then they go over there. They're so orderly, all in this one spot. Neat. He's found something tasty. I'm standing very close to this guy. He knows I'm here. Don't you? You're just really brave. And there he goes.